Welcome back, everyone. This is WorthTV. I am Mad Magical, and let's get right into the news for the day. So, jumping right into the news, the KT Rolsters take part in the Olympic torch passing. They won the Casper Cup back in December, so KT Rolsters, they got the honor of being the ones to escort the torch as it makes its way through Seoul. Smeb, Score, Pawn, Deft, and Mata all got to have their hand at passing it along on its journey to the 2018 Pyeong Chang Olympic Games. It's really cool to see how esports has evolved and how this is actually being considered by the rest of the world as something that is growing out of just what it was just a couple of years ago. I love seeing this kind of thing. In fact, we even see the growth of it as for the 2022 Asian Games. Esports is going to be a medal event. So with this good comes a lot of bad too. We got 2 steps forward, 1 step back across the world as we turn our eyes over to the LMS. Hong Kong Attitude were denied moving into the dorms that they had signed an agreement with in Taipei. It was really weird when you look at this on paper because it wasn't fully like they were being denied. They just had some ludicrous amendments being added by the community management committee of these dorms where it was a 20% management fee that no other residents had to pay for. Only 3 HKA members could be allowed in the gym at one time, and no overnight visitors were allowed to be in after a certain time point. Hong Kong Attitude obviously not too thrilled with this because they only wanted these dorms to be able to house the players. They weren't even going to use us as a gaming house. They had let the committee know well in advance that this was not going to be a part of it. In fact, they have a brand new building for HKA that is going to be for the practice and scrims, so they wouldn't have to worry about it. And you gotta imagine, HKA, they're going to bring up legal actions against this committee saying this is unfair, this is ludicrous. And it's even worse when you hear what the committee said in response to this. They said that esports players are all drug addicts, that they do drugs, that they're going to only lower the pricing market in that entire region. And it just shows how people are still fighting the fact that esports can be something that is viable. They think that if you want to play video games for your entire life, that you have to be on some sort of drug in order to do it. And we'll have to see as this news story progresses. I can't fully get everything out to have it translated before I can actually understand it because the article that was posted, it was on Facebook by Hong Kong Attitude, was obviously in Chinese, so couldn't really read that, but I'll still try to keep you updated as best I can. So the last bit of news is going to be the LPL starting today. In fact, by the time this video goes up and is uploaded, you gotta imagine all the games have already been concluded. It's gonna be between Invictus Gaming and Royal Never Give Up to start it off. Really hype match if you don't know anything about the LPL. These two teams are considered the 2 top in the Eastern Division. Yes, there's divisions for the LPL because there's a lot of teams involved, but Invictus, Royal Never Give Up, I definitely recommend looking up that VOD. Try not to spoil the games too much because that's gonna be a really hype one. But then the other one's gonna be between Top Sports Gaming and between Sunning Gaming. This one, not necessarily as high. Both teams didn't do so great at the Demacia Cup, where you'd expect a lot more of the middle ground teams to do extraordinarily well, since a lot of the bigger organizations aren't sending their main members, their main rosters. They want to give a lot of these players some more time off. So you'd want Sunning, you'd want Top to really show that they can battle it back and take down some of these sub rosters. Sadly, only Sunning Gaming did it kind of well. Top fell out pretty quickly. So if I had to favor a team in this one, I'd go with SN personally. Just like that, that's going to be the end of the news for the day. I know it was a quick video, but unfortunately with the league starting to get themselves situated and ready to actually play, there's not too much news going on just yet. Though, now that the LPL is starting up, LCK is going to be going on tomorrow night, EUNA starting up really soon. I'll start having a lot more to talk about, so I'll try to keep you as best posted on all things related to them as I can. But until the next video, if I see you tomorrow, I'll see you then.